Okay, this is Cousin Russ. I'm back, and I'm going to. The last blog post, I was not clear, at least in my own mind, about once I have marked the default settings for a fact as privatized, and the example I tried to update was did not have anything used. So I decided I want to do an update to once I've privatized a fact by default, I need to go back and show you what happens when you have a fact that some of the entries are not privatized. Again, the privatized default setting that I showed you was once the next time the fact was used, it would be privatized. And so this time I want to show you what happens, what you need to do as soon as you mark the default as privatized, the next step. So I'm going to go over to Family Tree Maker, and I'm going to edit in the menu, you can do it from any workspace, but this is done from the menu. And under Edit, Manage Facts. And I'm just going to take the first one. And if I look at the property screen, it is marked as private by default. I'm going to cancel that. And this time I'm going to do the data options. And it must be I'm going to be making a change to my existing database. Do I want to do a backup? And of course, my answer is yes, you do. And I'm doing what I normally do, is adding the date at time after the date of the backup and put it into my custom directory. So it is now backing up this file before I do the next step. And I click OK. And this is why, well, they are marked private, at least the ones that are on the screen. But I'm going to select all, and I'm going to use the bottom option, mark the selected as. And you have either private or not private. So if I change my mind later about this fact or any fact, I can unprivatize across globally across the database. But I want to make sure that everybody, all 89 people that use the address fact, I want to make sure they're all privatized. So I'm going to click OK. So that has been done, and there wasn't many changes apparently. So they are now all marked as private. Now, since I'm here, and that was a very quick demonstration of what needs to be done, I want to show you something else, because what I showed before is in the person. Now, this person has multiple addresses, but what I want to talk about for a minute is look at all the birth facts. Now, for me, I want to see that. And I've evaluated using the citations. I've evaluated the birth facts and determined that this one is the preferred fact. Now, that's what I want to see. I want to see in my database that I've got conflicting information, and I need to evaluate them and figure out which one is the best. I'm going to the plan workspace. It says I need sync. I need to do a sync, but what I'm going to show you now does not have anything to do with that. So I'm going to click on the link that takes me to the Ancestry Member Tree, and I'll bring it over here on the screen so you can see it. Now, what I'm going to do here is click on Anna. And when I click on Anna, if I look at the birth facts, there's only one. That's what I want you to see. But you, the visitor to my Ancestry Member Tree, can control how many facts you see, because if you look up here, there's an option called Filter. There's a down arrow, and there's an option that says Alternate Facts. So I'm going to change that, and look how many times I have found her name in records, and look at all the birth facts that I have found in the records. So by making that change in the Ancestry Member Tree, by putting a check mark in alternate facts, you see, and some people call that the dirty database. This is clean. It's showing my preferred facts in Family Tree Maker as alternate facts in the Ancestry Member Tree. So I can see what I want to see, and so can a visitor to the Ancestry Member Tree, so they can choose whether they want a clean database or messy. So that's the topic of the day for what I wanted to show about updating the privatized facts. Thank you, and have a great day.